Got him. Throw him another and a better breaking ball to strike him out. The benches are cleared.
Perkins must have said something to Donaldson, because after he swung at strike 3, he marched right toward Glenn Perkins.
I think is one thing you could say.
I feel it's a great plan.
Well, right now, hold on. You could hear Ian Desmond saying something to Tom Kohler. Jared Saltalamacchia out from behind the plate, and now Saltalamacchia and Desmond. Pitches are emptying. Saltalamacchia and Desmond. There were no punches, no shoves yet. And I think for the most part,
Ross gets his face out of the way again, and it's 3-1. And Ross yelling out at the pitcher, Bud Norris. And then Wieters got in the way. That's the third pitch that's been up near his head.
Yeah.
And the benches will empty here at Fenway Park. Umpires trying to send the players back to the dugouts here. Ross said something out to Norris. Norris kept coming from the mound, and that's when they emptied.
I think you got to remember that he had last year. Here's the first pitch up around the house. The second one not as close.
He swings and drives one deep to center field. Back goes McCutchen. He's at the wall. He missed it. Gomez is going to turn second and head for third. And Carlos Gomez is in the 2-out triple. And now Garrett Cole and Gomez having some words, and the benches are going to empty. What prompted this? As Carlos Gomez is throwing punches, and now the Pirates are retaliating. We've got a full-fledged brawl at PNC Park.
Denard Span wasn't ready. He looked up, and Cliff Lee was already in his motion. He almost hit him. Watch this. He wasn't even looking. Pitching and throws the ball.
Denard Span staring at the pitcher, and the guy who saw that, I'll get one run home. Good at bat by Denard Span. It's a 3-2 game. So Span checks in.
Here we go.
Now Denard Span on his way back to the dugout, still having words with Cliff Lee. The dugout's empty. The bullpens will be coming down shortly. And the bullpen guys have to come down the same steps.
Well, you kind of had a feeling when you saw Denard Span running across the infield, there might be words exchanged.
But this is interesting because of the configuration of the bullpens out in center field. The Nats have to come down some stairs and basically
Quite as good as Rick Porcello.
And Hunter takes it and didn't like it.
Well, I don't blame him.
Comes after the home run, and he's got something to say to Norris. And Norris points at the plate. The dugout's empty. That is the 5th hit batter by Norris this year. It's not as
Hit it or not, I mean, Torrey Hunter, about as nice a guy as you can have, and he doesn't like to get plunked. And of course, Bud, you know, the reason Dave Wallace, the Oriole pitching coach, went out after the.
And he's still hollering at him, and Hunter's coming over. Hunter's coming over towards him. As he went into the dugout, words were exchanged, and Hunter started over towards the Orioles dugout.
Well, they just ought to get Bud Norris down into the locker room, because, you know, I was talking to
They're ruling indifference there. And now Escobar. Tom Foley restraining Escobar. Angel Hernandez over addressing the dugout, and now here comes The rest of the Red Sox and the Rays are out on the field as well. I think it was Gomes who came in from left field, and we're pushing and shoving again here. See Foley right there trying to restrain Escobar from continuing the conversation.
Well, then it escalates right here.
You see Gomes coming in from left field, and I think the verbal exchange was.
Look out, Cart gets hit. First base opening. Now Ortiz is fired up and trying to get to Price and Molina in between, but David is fired up. As they come closer, Ortiz obviously taking exception to being hit earlier in the game in the first inning. Bunched up, and it's not broken out yet.
Yeah, Ortiz has been angry since that first at bat.
Jake Peavy's pretty close to getting tossed also, as he is yelling out from the dugout, and Kellogg
towards third base. Donaldson, who is going to tag him, and gets the out, and Manny Machado didn't like it, and they're having words. Machado slammed the helmet down. He thought that Donaldson hit him a little too hard. Bobby Dickerson moves in to get Machado out of there. Bullpens will get their only exercise.
Took offense to that one. Making sure of the tag.
First time these teams have met.
Donaldson gets bent back out of the way. 3-2 pitch, and it hit him. So it hit Donaldson. They tried to go in again. And Donaldson trots to first base.
See what Donaldson did when he spun out after getting hit? He looked in the dugout.
2 down. Ooh. And Machado looks out. Remember Donaldson, Machado, and their little set two. And there goes the bat. You know where that bat was intended to go? To the pitcher. And that's why Norris, that's why the catcher rather jumped out in front. And here they go. Buck Showalter trying to push the A's away. Bullpens are coming. Machado thought he was thrown at, and on that,
the ball was kind of by him when he let that bat go.
And he looked right out at the mound.